similar vision.
Okay. Can I explain to her in Arabic?
Sorry?
Or shall I? Okay.
Sorry?
Later. No, sorry.
So it is based on similar ideas. The idea of tolerance, the year of tolerance, this is a central theme. Okay. So the idea of tolerance that is being celebrated here in the form of the year of tolerance, this is a central theme in our country. We also believe in tolerance. We have always believed in tolerance. Of course, there is a little bit of an aberration going on back home where the BJP is being very aggressive, intolerant and attacking and destroying our institutions. But this is a temporary blip which we will take care of after the 2019 election.
You have the largest population of Indians residing anywhere in the world, in the Gulf and in the UAE. This is Shayan Shakir from Arabian Business. Is there a way you can get them to vote for the elections? Because they've been asking for that to be put on the manifesto. That's my first question. The second is, Imran Khan's making quite a few overtures to, having talks with Narendra Modi, but nothing has come through that. Is that something you change? And third, is there a way you could get more businesses from the Gulf to, have IPOs in India? Because right now they're exploring doing that in other parts of the world.
The third question first. Bringing big business to India is fundamentally connected to the environment in India. And in fact, I don't know if you read the newspapers, but India is facing a 14-year low, I think, with regards to investment flows into India. And the central reason is a couple of ill-advised and badly thought out economic moves like demonetization and a poorly designed GST, and also the atmosphere that has been vitiated and spoilt. India is known for non-violence. India is known for its peace-loving nature. And when people look at India and see violence, they get worried. And so that is something that we are going to change. We will provide a peaceful environment. We will put an end to the division and the anger that is being spread by the BJP. And we will take some rational economic decisions. We will restructure the GST and we will embrace investment from the Middle East and other parts of the world. So that's the first question. Second question about Pakistan. Look, I'm in the opposition. I'm not privy to the information the Prime Minister has. I will obviously act on the information when it is available to me. I'm all for peaceful relationship with Pakistan, but I will absolutely not tolerate violence being carried out against Indians, innocent Indians, by the Pakistani state. And that is the central issue here. You cannot carry out acts of terror in India and then expect India to talk kindly to you. The first question, sorry, what was it? I mean, that's unlikely to happen in this election because that would require legislation and a longer conversation. But it is something that I find to be an interesting idea. There is already some proxy voting that is allowed. But I think we are all for more representation for NRIs back home. The Prime Minister is currently being held hostage. Currently being held hostage by the Rafael scam. A person who has sacked the CBI chief twice in a row and is terrified to let the CBI chief sit there for 15 minutes has no business to talk about anything. He should explain to this country, to our country, why he handed 30,000 crores to Mr. Anil Ambani, why he sacked at night, and why then he threw a massive panic, tried to force Mr. Kharge to come within a couple of hours to sack him, and then eventually sacked him the next day without hearing the man. That's a very interesting question and it's something the media should raise.
Rahul ji.
Mr. Gandhi.
Rahul ji. राहुल जी, मैं अरुण सिंह हूँ, न्यूज़ 18 इंडिया से।
आप
अमेठी
तो
और
जानते हैं अरुण जी।
अमेठी और रायबरेली 2 सीटें ऐसी थी कि इस महागठबंधन ने छोड़ी है कांग्रेस के लिए। एक संकेत दिया है कि पोस्ट पोल अलायंस अभी भी ऑप्शन उसके खुले हुए हैं। क्या कांग्रेस पार्टी की तरफ से, आपकी तरफ से भी इसी तरह का सिमिलर जेस्चर है कि आप आगे चल करके पोस्ट पोल अलायंस के लिए खुले हुए हैं?
मेरी पोजीशन बड़ी क्लियर है। मायावती जी ने और अखिलेश जी ने निर्णय लिया है, और मायावती जी का, मुलायम सिंह यादव, अखिलेश जी की मैं रिस्पेक्ट करता हूं, इज्जत करता हूं, और वो उनका पॉलिटिकल डिसीजन है, और उन्होंने सोच समझ के डिसीजन लिया होगा। अब कांग्रेस पार्टी को उत्तर प्रदेश में अपने आप को खड़ा करना है, वो हमारे ऊपर है, हम कैसे करें। मैं डायरेक्टली आपसे कहता हूं कि चुनाव तो हम पूरे दम लगा के लड़ेंगे, क्योंकि हमारी विचारधारा की लड़ाई है, आइडियोलॉजिकल लड़ाई है बीजेपी के साथ, और हम अपनी आइडियोलॉजी को उत्तर प्रदेश में फैला के ही रहेंगे। मगर उन्होंने निर्णय लिया है, एक प्रकार से कांग्रेस पार्टी के बारे में उन्होंने थोड़ा गलत भी बोला, मगर हम उसको एक्सेप्ट करते हैं, क्योंकि ये हमारा तरीका है, हम प्यार से राजनीति करते हैं, मगर फिर हम अपनी जगह बनाएंगे।
Mr. Gandhi, you just said you wanted to create a peaceful environment and bring India back to that sort of tolerance that you've been discussing. But in terms of concrete, immediate steps, what would you do? And you also said you'd take rational economic decisions. What would be the priority in terms of those?
Priority number one would be job creation, where the current government is failing. We have massive unemployment problem. Mr. Narendra Modi demonetized the Indian currency, which is an unbelievably rash, irresponsible action. He was directly responsible for the decimation of the informal sector. He's imposed a 5-layer GST. GST is supposed to be one tax, so it's not even really a GST. So we will correct the flawed GST. We will rebuild trust in our institutions. It's the first time in Indian history that the chief of the RBI has resigned. We will build confidence in institutions like the RBI, institutions like the Supreme Court, institutions like the Election Commission, which are under systematic attack. You must have heard about the CBI chief. The CBI chief wanted to investigate the Rafale scam. The Prime Minister fired him. The Supreme Court intervened. The Supreme Court said, you cannot fire him. And then in another fit, the Prime Minister fired him again. So it's pretty clear that he is strangling institutions. He is attacking the strength of India. And that is what we defend. We will allow the institutions to operate. We will not strangle them. We will not crush them. We will respect them, whether it is the RBI, whether it is the CBI, whether it is the Election Commission, whether it is the Supreme Court. And we will start to do what the Congress party has successfully done since the 90s, which is put India on a economic path, a path of progress and a path of growth. I mean, I don't know if you've ever heard of another country that has actually changed the way they measure GDP to make their prime minister happy. I don't think another country has done it. I mean, if it has, maybe you can tell me about it, because India is one of the only countries that has actually changed the way they measure GDP to show the world that they're doing a better job than they actually are. Our party has a record. We're the party of liberalization. We're the party that provided the fastest economic growth India has ever had in the first decade of this century. So we know how to do that, and we're going to do it. At the end, it is about confidence. Mr. Modi's actions, whether they are his actions against institutions or his actions on the economy, have basically destroyed the confidence that Indian people have and that the international community has on Mr. Narendra Modi. And he's done it. I mean, he has done it himself. Rebuilding that trust and making people believe that India is a country that can actually deliver on employment, on job creation, on the economy.
राहुल जी, यहाँ पे राहुल जी, प्रणय उपाध्याय एबीपी न्यूज से। मेरे दो सवाल हैं आपसे। पहला तो ये कि जिस राज्य से आप संसद पहुंचते हैं चुन के, उस राज्य में महागठबंधन की कोशिशों को झटका लगने के बाद क्या आप अब भी स्थानीय स्तर पर गठबंधन बनाने की कोशिश करेंगे राज्यों में और अलग अलग, या 3 राज्यों में मिली जीत के बाद अब आप कांग्रेस को अकेले चुनाव के मैदान में ले जाने पर ज्यादा जोर देंगे? और दूसरा सवाल यह कि प्रधानमंत्री ने आज कहा कि चौकीदार अपना काम कर रहा है इसलिए लोग गाली गलौज पे उतर रहे हैं। इस कमेंट का आप कैसे जवाब देंगे?
चौकीदार अपना काम कर रहा है मतलब चौकीदार चोरी कर रहा है। कमाल का चौकीदार है, पूरा देश जानता है। और देखिए, मैं आपको बता रहा हूं, अभी शुरुआत हुई है, अभी शुरुआत हुई है, अभी ट्रेलर दिखा है, मगर राफेल की जो सच्चाई है, डिमोनेटाइजेशन की जो सच्चाई है, जैसे ही लोगों को वो सच्चाई दिखाई देगी, फिर चौकीदार की बात सुनेंगे। ठीक है? जहां, और वो होने वाला है, उससे कोई बच नहीं सकता, सच्चाई से कोई बच नहीं सकता है। प्रधानमंत्री जी सच्चाई से नहीं बच सकते हैं, सच्चाई उनको भी मालूम है। राफेल में उन्होंने क्या किया मालूम है, पूरे देश को मालूम है, और वो साबित हो जाएगा, मुझे कोई बोलने की जरूरत नहीं। यूपी का मैंने जवाब दे दिया। यूपी में गठबंधन हुआ है, उन्होंने निर्णय लिया है, उनकी चॉइस है, मगर अब हमें भी यूपी में एक्शन लेना है, हमें भी चुनाव स्ट्रेंथ से लड़ना है, एग्रेशन से लड़ना है, और वो हम करेंगे, और नतीजा लोगों को सरप्राइज करेगा।
सवाल मेरा यूपी पे लेके, व्यापक महागठबंधन बनाना।
अच्छा, वहां नहीं, अलग अलग स्टेट्स में अलग अलग सिचुएशन है। महाराष्ट्र में, तमिलनाडु में, झारखंड में, बिहार में, बाकी स्टेट्स में गठबंधन काफी इफेक्टिवली सील हो रहे हैं एक के बाद एक, तो वो प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगी। उत्तर प्रदेश में मैं उसको सेटबैक नहीं कहूंगा, क्योंकि वो चाहे मायावती जी और मुलायम और अखिलेश जी अलायंस करें, चाहे हम तीनों एक साथ करें, बीजेपी की सीटें नहीं आने वाली वहां पे।
What is the solution for Rafale deal? If you become a prime minister, what you will do? You'll scrap the deal?
No.
Rafale deal.
Look, the question is one of justice. What has happened in the Rafale deal is very clear. French president has said he was told by our prime minister to give the deal to Mr. Anil Ambani. This is unheard of. Unheard of. Mr. Anil Ambani has no experience in making aircraft. The entire Air Force, right up to the defense minister has publicly said, I have no idea about this new deal. So, the first question in Rafale is justice. Justice for the Air Force, justice for HAL, and justice against the people who've stolen